Hi, Happy New Year's to you and your family. I wanted to take a moment today to discuss with you a few ways in which I can help you to continue on with your commitment this year at getting rid of some excess body fat. So I know a lot of people make that decision early in the year, and certainly New Year's is probably the best, most popular time that everybody does such things. So without any further hesitation, I have my handy chart next to me right here. I'm going to give you 3 ways today that you can go ahead and focus on and assist your own fat burning process, okay? So, and I'll explain each one as we go. And as you see, fat loss, number 1 here is eating 500 calories less per day. Now, I know sometimes I sound like a broken record about this one, but the truth of the matter is no matter what sort of diet approach you take, no matter what sort of macronutrient profile you use, no matter what sort of, fasting, carb cycling, calorie cycling, anything that you want to do, there's no way around this part. You're going to have to, at some point in time, be on a slight caloric reduction. And 500 calories less per day is really fairly moderate. So if you can first calculate your calories that you're eating on an average daily basis, you can use any one of those calorie counting apps that are out there right now. You can just use it on your smartphone. Just search calorie counting app and you'll find one of them. And figure out the best one that works for you. But the first way in which we're going to do this is we're going to have you take 500 less calories per day. Once you figure out what your average is per day that you are eating, you can just simply reduce it by 500 calories. This number right here at 500 calories in the course of 1 week, 7 times 500 is 3,500. That happens to be the same amount that's in 1 pure pound of human body fat. So our first way of attacking and burning off that excess body fat that you have is by reducing your calories by 500. So I'm going to give you a 3-pronged approach. That's the first. The second one is building new muscle mass. Man, woman, child, it doesn't matter. By building new lean muscle mass, what you're going to do is you're going to speed up your metabolism. Muscle mass, the way that it varies or differs from fat mass, is that muscle mass requires many more calories for it to survive, and it simply burns more calories by virtue of the fact that it's movable tissue. It's tissue that creates movement. It's tissue that in your body will require calories to lift a weight or to hold your child or to walk across the street. And body fat is different in the way that it does not require as many calories as lean muscle mass. So for every pound of lean muscle mass that you increase on your body, okay, for every pound of it, you're going to speed up your metabolism. And it could be, all studies vary a little bit, it could be anywhere from, let's call it 20 to 60 calories per pound per day. So in the course of building 1 simple pound of muscle mass, you've actually increased your metabolism by a full 20 to 60 calories per day, just by virtue of its existence. So I highly recommend doing number 2 right here, increasing your lean muscle mass. Train with the weights to increase your lean muscle mass. Now, number 3 is burning off an additional 500 calories. And what I mean by that is you can either wear a step counter in which you walk around all day long and it will count your steps for you, or a calorie counter, which will also count how many calories you burned off in the course of an entire day. Burn 500 more than you've normally burned in the course of your week, just 500 extra per day, and that just happens to be an additional 500 times 7, 3,500 calories. That's another pound of human body fat. So 1 pound of human body fat here, 1 pound of human body fat right here. That's 2 pounds in the course of your simple 1 week. And then build new muscle, which will also increase the speed of your personal metabolism and will continually, 24/7, burn off an additional 20 to 60 calories per day. If it doesn't sound like much, add that up over the course of a month. Add that up over the course of a year. This is simple, easy body fat burning just from these 3 points right here. Does it take a little bit of work? Yes, it does. It does. You have to do a little bit of homework in calculating your calories. It takes a little bit of work right here to build the muscle. You're going to have to lift some weights to do that and do it properly. And then number 3, you're going to have to spend a little bit of time either out increasing the number of steps that you take daily or doing some specific cardiovascular work. And that could be running, walking, elliptical machine, treadmill, step mill, Stairmaster, any one of those things that you enjoy doing. You have to kind of like doing any of those forms of exercise just to keep the interest high and also to keep you strapped on it for the full, whatever it takes, 30, 45 minutes for you to burn 500 calories. But go by the meter on the machine and let it tell you when you've burned 500 calories. And that would be your goal. If you can't do it initially, then build up to that. And eventually when you do, you'll see you probably will have still lost several pounds on number 3 right here, even though you weren't burning a full 500 calories on that machine, just because your body is not used to doing that activity. So by virtue of that, it will also continually burn off more body fat. So 3 good ways to assist you, a 3-pronged approach. Eat 500 less calories per day, build new muscle, burn off an additional 500 calories per day through your activity. Do all 3 of these in the new year, and I guarantee you, week by week, you're going to see that body fat dropping steadily, and then occasionally have a meal off, just to let your body know that you have not so much of a need to set off bells and whistles inside of your metabolism, but rather that there's an occasional oasis, so to speak, that you're visiting where you do have plenty of food, and you can have that one meal off, say once every week or 2. Take one meal off, and it'll just keep your metabolism humming along at a fast pace. In addition to doing these 3 points right here, have that one meal off, and you'll be set in this new year. From my heart to you, John Hart, God bless you in this new year. Thank you.